Let him cook. Let him cook now. Let him cook. I said let him cook.
But he was the chef up north.
What's happening, family? What's happening? It is your favorite chef, and it's coming out of New Jersey, up top, Chef T. And I want to thank everybody for joining me here today. This is On Their Next podcast. I want to shout out all the people who rock with us on a regular basis. Shout out to all of you for coming in here today. This program is brought to you by Bloodline Films, From the Soil. Okay, Black American Docu-series, where we travel all around the country, family, waking up the culture, cuisine, and Black American grassroots advocates who never take a seat when it comes to getting reparative justice for Black Americans. Make sure you check that out. Go ahead and subscribe to that YouTube channel. They are our sponsors for the broadcast here today. And you are tuned into the community kitchen, y'all. I want to thank everybody for tapping in here with me today. We got a phenomenal broadcast here today coming up out of the kitchen. And it's going to be a quick one. We got a 3-course. But on that final course today, we're going to have my brother, Dr.Randy Short, our special guest chef, coming into the community kitchen to help us cook up that final course. So what's on the menu today, you ask? Chef, what it look like? Well, I don't know if y'all heard about this little dude, Little RT. People are up in arms about what's happening with the little dude. You know, he talking a lot of shit or whatever it is, and he's come out with a little track. He went bubbled off of a track freestyle that he did on the porch or something like that. And then he bubbled up after that. So now he's signed with a group, and he came out with a very controversial track, which we're going to play for you. But we can't fail to mention fair use by the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances made for fair use for learning purposes and educational purposes, family. But we're going to wake this situation up, man. Little RT is the little dude's name. So I want to make sure we give him the proper attention that he's looking for. So I'm going to also say that you can't hold the little dude accountable for what he says because he's young. I beg to differ. On to the next subject matter here. We cannot let up on this nigga here, Mr. Caesar Pena, and your favorite guy, DJ, not envious of at all. These niggas, I'm on their heels. Shout out to our brothers, Tony, the closer, who been on this nigga's heels. Been on his heels, not letting up off of him. So I want to shout that brother out for doing excellent work tracking down these grifters, certified grifters who violate the platforms that they're given and lead mindless people down the unbeaten path of deception. That was a little too extra, but we're going to keep it violating. We're going to keep it vibrating. Let's get on to the final one, the one that y'all all here for, family. Yes, your boy, Dwight Howard. Shout out to my brother, Dr. Randy Short, the chef that's going to be cooking it up with us today, man. And we titled this one, Pooph Dreams. You gotta believe it's a Dwight Howard edition today. And we're going to wake all this shit up the way we need to. But I want to thank everybody for tapping in here with me today. Let's take a quick commercial break. This is On Their Next podcast. And you are tuned in with the chef in New Jersey, Chef C. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks, family. Keep it locked with us.
love, y'all. God bless y'all. Black Americans all over the country, baby.
They say don't wait. When that shit get crazy, leave, give up that day. But if I had to cease my love, 1,000 seas I drown to stay. Cause when it gets hard, it's never even close to what I've suffered. Till you came into my life and brought some peace, removed the clutter, reconstructed trust. My heart you clutched, focused, and you aim. Pulled the trigger on a life with you that nobody could graze. I could see with you in darkness, making moves and power plays. In the shadows of the sunlight, ultraviolet super rays.
See, I can look at other people's creations, but I can also see the reflection of my people when I see these people.
What's happening, family? What it is happening? We are back here today, and I wanted to do this quick broadcast. This is not a heavy course today. We're not going 5 courses. It's going to be 3 courses, and we're looking to get that bill from our brother as well. Guest chef coming into the community kitchen here today, brother Dr.Randy Short. Y'all know him. Y'all love him. If you don't, you're going to get to know this brother here. Stomp down, nigga. Really being on the type of time that we need to be on collectively as Black Americans. So yeah, before we get into what we need to get into, as we're gonna bring our brother Short in shortly. Let's be very clear. I got to get my music popping. That's right, family. That's right. Again, if this is your first time tapping into the community kitchen, I am Chef C from New Jersey. Thanking everybody for tapping in. Shout out to my sis Candace DeLeo with the Cash App. We appreciate you, sis. That's going to go and keep the lights on in the community kitchen here. We appreciate you, sis. Now, let's get into little RT. Now, who is little RT, some of y'all might ask? Well, I found that this little man here is an Atlanta rapper. Okay, my understanding, right? Atlanta rapper. The young boy is about 9 years old. Okay. Now this TikTok shit got everybody going viral, doing their thing, blase blah, right? Lil Man went viral because he came out with a track, a little freestyle joint. He originally gained a following due to the viral TikTok video, which showed him freestyling on a staircase, family. All right, which gained him millions of views. And I guess a few weeks or so later, like that, he recorded his first full song, 60 Mile. All right, 60 Mile teamed up with Digitary Productions to create the official video, y'all. So, Digitary, I believe that's the name of the squad that he linked up with to bust his moves. Now, this little homie right here, listen, I gotta really speak on this do anything for clout culture. You understand? Like, I really got to speak on this. But before we get into that, I think it is necessary that I share my screen with the family. All right? Because I don't want to sound like an old nigga. Now, I'm not old anyway, but it would give off old nigga rhetoric to keep that 100, right? So let's go ahead and pull the receipt on Lil Tay so y'all can hear it for yourselves, right? Like, I'm not the type of cat that's going to hate on anybody trying to get their flow, trying to get to the bag. But again, right? This little man is 9 years old. What are we saying to the rest of the world, let alone the way they look at Black Americans? I don't know this young man's, lineage. But again, certain things, you can't just keep letting it go, right? And the people who platform and put this shit out, they also deserve, I guess, the viral moment that they deserve with somebody going up, checking them on this kind of conduct. So as we bring it up, I'm going to say fair use by the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowances are made for fair use for learning purposes and educational purposes, family. Fair to the use, right? So let's go ahead on and bring this up. I'm going to stop that track. And I really want I want to hear what the family got to say. If you in you and any of the social media platforms that I'm currently streaming on right now, listen, leave the saute pans in the comment section. Let me know what your vibe is on this. Are we certifying this conduct, family, in 2024? Is this a wave? Is it okay for this kind of shit to go on because he's got to get his bag? See, that's the excuse that's being put out there. But I want to hear from the family. Let me know, do you certify this? So let's go ahead and pause it, and we're going to spin the block on this track. Copyright Act.
If you ain't suck a dick, Libby's you can get the fuck up on my shit. 100 round, hit him with the Glock, take a fucking down. 100 round, bitch, we in that kill, we gon' take him down. 12 get behind, we gon' do 60 fucking miles. I remember D, keep on talking, bitch, I remember D. Being that boy in there, suck his shit, he went out bad. 50 round, nigga know I play with me, all shooters that right in that ground. 10 round, step on the bro gray, hit him in the face. She gon' suck the dick, go crazy, bitch, I'm in the left, keep on talking, hit her in the glare. Bitch, I hell up in the Glock, hit him in the Porsche, hit him with the Glock, I take him down, hit him in the face. Back little bro, try like he a king. Bitch, I got the Glock up on my side. And he try to run, clap him in the leg and make a drive. Bitch, I'm in the sun. Bitch, I'm in the deep. Keep on talking. Bitch, I'm in the sun. Bitch, I throw a bullet out there. Hit you in your fucking face. In that big ass switch on the Glock. Hit him in the cage, that big ass glick. Hit him in the face. She sucked it, just go crazy.
Hey, family. Now, family, I want to pause that real quick. Y'all hear what the little man, quote unquote, spitting, right? Now, is this what we certifying right now in 2020? Is this what we certifying? Shout out to my family in the chat. This little dude is 9 years old. Now I know we've seen other folks do joint like bring up a little Bow Wow, a little Romeo, right? We had a lot of different versions of Lils over the years, right? I don't recall their lyrics being as aggressive, right? Or as wild. However, this shit right here, and it's crazy because these old niggas, a lot of these old niggas, they never really could bubble on their own. So they always use these little kids. But in this case, family, in the chat, is the little man even a victim? Is he innocent? Let's keep spinning the block on this track.
Bitch, I'm in a love, keep on talking, hit him in the round. Bitch, I got a drink up on the shit, fit around the dick, hit him in the face. Little bro, he a fucking bitch, 100 round, hit him with a Glock, we never been sitting down. 100 round, hit him with the Glock, we gon' take him down. Bitch, she wanna suck the dick, bitch, I'm from the west, I'm not from Eagle, bitch, I'm from the west. Pussy boy, he trying to play, hit him with the fucking Drake, that big I spin up on his day. Bitch, I'm 3 4 5 baby. If you ain't suck a dick, Libby's you can get the fuck up on my shit. 100 round, hit him with the Glock, take the fucking down. 100 round, bitch, we in that kill, we gon' take him down. 12 get behind, we gon' do 60 fucking miles.
12 get behind, fuck 60, do 200 miles. Caught him in traffic, 5 switches, we shot like 200 rounds. Ain't no little nigga, I ain't no bitch, big dog, 200 pounds. Only hopping on this song, cause my gun big as his fucking child. Bitch, I'm fucking wild, nigga try this shit, get fucked around. He not fucking wild, nigga up this bitch, he ducking down. Ice bling blouse, snow on my neck, need a fucking plow. All these hundreds, I don't even give a damn, I need to fucking count. I don't even give a damn, he miss me, he doesn't need the fucking clout. I ain't even give a damn, he ever up the switch, he brung him down. Can't do bliss and
He's spitting, family. Is he spitting? Is this what it is? Like, if they don't get this bullshit, no wonder he need the little dude. Right? No wonder he need the little. Shout out to Candace DeLeo for hitting the Cash App. Shout out to Dave for hitting the Cash App. Shout out to all the other family that's hitting the Cash App from the other platforms. We appreciate you here. So OG, this is the dude he's lined up to. Dude's name is Doughboy. He's lined up with, coming with the bars. Is this shit even fly, family? Is this shit even hitting? It's not hitting if you ask me. I ain't even gonna hold nobody. This shit is trash. However, the little dude is throwing a life raft out to this washed up, to this nigga here. Maybe he's famous in some other areas, but I don't know nothing about this cat. But let's keep spinning it.
Now they traders, none of his niggas stuck around. I ain't kissing shit out of his dick, bitch. Tongue it down. Bitch, come here, babe.
Hit him with a glove, take a fucking down, turn around, bitch, we in that kill, we gon' take him down, 12 get behind, we gon' do 60 fucking miles, yeah.
Yo.
Have it,
On
family.
FanDuel
There
Casino,
we have
you
it.
can play hundreds
Let's
of
stop
games.
that track
Plus,
right there. I can't even keep it. I can't even keep it 100 with that track. I want to know what the family is feeling about that track right there, because we gotta ask some serious questions, family. Shout out to the squad. Shout out to the squad live in effect. We gotta ask some real questions here. Is this the media that you want? Right? I need to see it in the chat. Y'all let a nigga know what it really is, what it really feel like out here. Again, sending a massive shout out to all my family on the social media platforms. Shout out to Sister Hey, right. You understand? Like the chat going crazy saying it's not the wave. No way, no motherfucking how. Okay? This is not what it is. And you know what? We're going to open the phone lines for a little bit. But before we do that, family, we're going to take another quick commercial break here, and we'll get right back on it. We probably slowly transition into the next topic, well, the next course for the family. Keep y'all entertained, keep y'all vibrating as we await our brother, our special guest chef to tap in, brother Dr. Randy Short here. Keep it locked with me, though, family. This is the Community Kitchen. I am your chef, Chef C. And this is On Their Next Podcast. I caught you right back here, family, after this commercial break.
Yeah, it's Harlem World. Salacious gang. I'm back outside. Black excellence, never sipping the Kool-Aid. Black syndicate moving like we the boule. Don't get it twisted, we some different type of niggas that never love the system, but bag a sister like scissor. The Scrussel is so religious, I'm the legend from the Hudson. They said that I was nothing, I'm the one that they discussing. Been acting the exorcist, Marlon got him a Tesla. I'm feeling like Dr. Baker, cause nigga, we are the fellas. Beloved acting jealous, that's just something she do. Won't take me out my groove, I just build and improve. What else? See, I'm a lucky cat. Yeah. See, I'm the quarterback. What else? Sophisticated and ignorant, word to OG Mac. I'm so ahead of my time, see, I'm divine. Beloved is always thugging when she just sipping the wine. It's real. Focus on the Grussel while I'm on the block. And now I'm chilling with women when I'm just on the yacht. What else? I said don't count me out, but now you look and watch. Ain't my fault that you looking stupid.
Shout out to the family. Shout out to the family. We are back and we are live. Want to thank everybody for tapping in here with me again. If you are just checking in, that is From the Soil, y'all. From the Soil. Unbelievable documentary series there. Phenomenal work. Highlighting, elevating, promoting Black American grassroots advocates around the country, cuisine and culture everything that makes Black America phenomenal. That is what we're doing here with this production here, and is brought to you by Bloodline Films, a grassroots production company here, elevating the Black American experience around the world. If you have not visited that website or hit the Cash App, definitely hit that Cash App and contribute to the movement. We plan to be back out this weekend. We're going to be in Virginia, waking up Black American history and culture out there in Virginia, which is going to be phenomenal. 2 weeks ago, well, about a week and a half ago, we just finished filming the Chicago and Gary, Indiana episode, which was off the chart. Chicago, Gary, Indiana showed us a lot of love, family. So it was phenomenal to be out there, really see what type of time, the solid Black Americans is on. Really go ahead. We had a chance to go ahead and visit Michael Jackson's home, y'all. How many of you niggas seen Michael Jackson's spot? The Jackson's house out there in Gary, Indiana. Huh? Listen, that brother alone, it was like as many cars that kept coming through that area while we were there filming. It's like, yeah, listen, God, they knew God was on earth. And we ain't talking about no Hercules. You understand? We talking about a proud Black American who really stood on what he was talking about. So it was phenomenal to see. And shout out to the chat. We appreciate our supporters in the chat as well, Jack. We appreciate you. But it was a phenomenal experience to have out there. Phenomenal experience. And we look forward to continue to do these types of productions. So again, don't hesitate to go on over. Check From the Soil out yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. It is a docu-series. We did the entire season complimentary of us, our team over at Bloodline Films. Also, don't hesitate. Go check out FromTheSoil.tv. Get your apparel. Okay? We got some fly shit over there. Some really, really fly shit. You want to go ahead and get your fly on. Yeah, what I mean? Bloodline Films, FromTheSoil.tv. Go to the put on apparel area over there and get you your drip. Those Black American Heritage Flag Converses, they are extra fly. Get you an apron. Thanksgiving is around the corner, y'all. Thanksgiving. I know a lot of you niggas be burning shit. You understand? But hold on, before I keep going, let me play my music. There we go. A lot of y'all gonna be burning them yams and them sweet potato pies this Thanksgiving. So to help you along the way, go to the website. Get your Black American Heritage Flag apron so you can really put on and don't be showing no butt naked turkeys. I've been seeing niggas put up turkeys. I've been seeing a lot of struggle plates over the years. I saw a lot of struggle plates last year. A lot of struggle plates, and cats look crazy. Very egregious plates, I could see a lot of unseasoned birds. I saw a lot of, garbage greens on them plates. Them yams, they looking ashy. Cats ain't putting no cinnamon in it. Yeah. No cinnamon, no brown sugar. What the hell is going on here? Okay. And I see people wrapping turkey with bacon. People wrapping their birds with bacon. Shout out to my brother. Our guest chef has joined the community kitchen, y'all. We got our brother Dr.Randy Short. Our guest chef is tapping into the community kitchen here. Brother Dr. Randy Short, can you hear us, sir?
Yes, I can. I just had some tuna fish sandwiches with spirulina in it.
Oh, really?
It's good.
Well,
it's good. It's good. It's good. I got a piece. I should take a picture of it It's not bad. I put some flaxseed and spirulina in it.
No
And
doubt. So listen, I as long as so you said you got the flax seed in it, brother Short.
yes, for the fiber,
Very nice.
and then you add the spirulina, and of course I add a little bit of onion powder, put a little bit of what's this stuff called, horseradish, and of course mayonnaise, some mayonnaise, and a little bit of Miracle Whip, and some oregano, and just mix it up and do that. Sometimes I put celery seed in it. That way, when you have tuna, instead of just being a boring affair, it has a different sort of exotic taste.
No doubt. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is our brother, our special guest chef here today. Brother Dr. Randy Short is in the community kitchen here with us today, y'all. And we just wanted to make sure that if we're going to touch on some bussiology,
well, I'm not an expert. I am not an expert. I'm a dissident. Down with bussy, up with pussy. I mean, it's like a foreign government has taken over the genitalia of our people, and we need to be in the resistance.
Well, listen, it's understood, brother Short, that Dwight Howard is out there taking the bussy. He's not,
and he's probably giving some too. I was thinking about a little movie on this. You could do a short subject. I know you're a filmmaker, and it would be below the rim. I mean, this would be an awesome opportunity. But I just say, to each his own, but does it need to be publicly? Isn't it interesting? No matter how many people get killed by the police, or get subprime loans and lose their home, or get evicted unfairly, or getting replaced by illegals, or live in food deserts, or have unsafe drinking water, or are victims of natural disaster in which they don't get the same FEMA assistance as others, or for that matter, queer crow. There's same-sex attracted Black folks who don't get the same benefits as white or honorary white LGBTQ. How come the Black folks who are sodomites never can open their mouth for any Black issue, even if it's a dick-sucking or carpet-munching gay issue that's Black? They only do it for their personal confusion, or they can get behind a white cause. I wonder about that.
Now that's a fact, brother Dr. Short. But before we ain't gonna unpack that goofy too heavy yet. That's the main course. We're gonna get into our next course of today's broadcast, brother Dr. Short, in the community kitchen here, and that is a goofy guy by the name of Caesar Pena, and we got a DJ Envy. Two goofy.
Oh, you mean the Ponzi King?
Oh yeah, the Ponzi finesses. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And we want to give them the appropriate attention that they deserve, brother Short.
You mean him? You mean now you got the Ponzi King? I should say the Latin Ponzi King, right. And then you've got DJ Penis Envy.
Right, but DJ Envious, who's a cuck, who's a damn cuck, and his girlfriend, his wife has been clearly been stepping out on him because he ain't hitting the mark. Clearly, Let's get to the next. We're gonna get into this thing here. I got an article, brother Dr. Short, from the Source magazine. Right now.
Started by two very bigoted guys I went to school with.
Interesting, and that's phenomenal to know. Now, I will say this: we want to wake that situation up with these two goofies. Hold on, what happened to my magazine? There we go. Boom. Now, what the magazine is saying regarding the whole situation. First and foremost, this penguin-looking dude is still saying that, he's still caping for DJ Envy, which is surprising because DJ Envy is ready to send him all the way to jail. And and he's cooperating. It's my
Well, that's sharing the love for him.
well, well, he's the easier target, right? So let's wake it up a touch here. Now, in this magazine, in this article here, DJ Envy lawyer spoke with famed court reporter Maheen Company, who details the Breakfast Club's host's relationship with Caesar Pena. Now, speaking with Envy's lawyer, Massimo D'Angelo, reported that DJ Envy is going to be assisting and cooperating fully to get money back for himself and his victims.
He always cooperates fully.
And that's been my sentiment there. So when we look at how, DJ Envy's, everybody understands this man's reputation. He doesn't have a favorable reputation. He's a fucking non-tipper, piece of shit, entitled little fucking half-breed. But I digress. Let me keep on reading this article. D'Angelo said Envy invested $500K with Pena and didn't get any money back, adding he paid out substantial sums similar to some of other investors who thought they were getting money back. So now Mr. DJ Envy, brother Dr. Short, is a magical victim all of a sudden. And here's the truth of the matter. I got a track that I need to play for the family, so we can bring some context to this, because we're gonna leave that article right there. We're gonna move on and play something that makes a little more sense. Let's go ahead and pause that and bring it up. Yeah. Okay. Now what we're gonna do here, brother Short, we're gonna share that screen real quick. And shout out to everybody. If you don't know, brother Dr. Short has joined us as a guest chef here in the community kitchen. Y'all can hit brother Dr. Short's Cash App. What is that Cash App, brother Dr. Short? So the family, if they want to support a grassroots legend, let them know how they can do it.
They can do it. It's real simple. $DRANDYSHORT. It's also my Patreon. Both of them, the Cash App and Patreon, are Dr. DRANDYSHORT. And if you don't do that, there's Zelle and there's PayPal, which is at my email address, which is wrandysshort@gmail.com. wrandysshort@gmail.com is Zelle and PayPal. And donations are much appreciated, because we, as you know, Brother Chef, are looking to launch several more channels with our brother Juan, the Lone Wolf, firearms expert, Angry Black Men's Book Club. We are on the East Coast going to do for Black media what some have done on the West Coast with what we have presently. And we love them, and we're going to do us here on the East Coast. Somebody say amen.
Most definitely. I will say amen to that. We keeping the vibrations going here, family. Brother Dr. Short is in the building. He's definitely going to help us bring home that final course, which is Pooph Dreams. All right, the Dwight Howard edition with guest chef Dr. Short. Listen, the Rainbow Coalition is real crazy today.
Oh, you know what else we could call this? Twink Champs. Twink Champ.
Sure. So family, we're gonna direct you really quickly here to a little screen sharing. I'm gonna bring up this slide for you, and it is necessary that we wake it up and show you what's happening here. Shout out to Tony the Closer for giving us a little layup, a little alley-oop with this one here. Waking some shit up real quick to keep this thing an absolute 100 regarding the subject matter. The young man has been in some extra wild stuff that's been going on, and Caesar Pena seems like he's gonna, he's trying to clap back, but he's doing it like tippy-toe-ish. So I'm a little on edge about that. I don't respect it. If you're gonna come for the dude, pause, the way you need to do it. So we're gonna wake this up real quick, family. Y'all stick with us again. Feel free to hit the Cash App, okay, $ FTS49, and hit our brother Dr. Short's Cash App, $DRRANDY Short. Hit that brother. He's been on the right type of time forever. Definitely support the people who care about you, as we always do here in the community kitchen. So let's bring it on up, family. We're going to play that track for you, and let's hear what Caesar Pena has to say.
The DJ Envy is a victim. Me and him were partners in the real estate seminars. We were partners in a couple real estate transactions. That's it. He's not a victim. He was my partner. He was an investor. Anthony Martini, this guy, Anthony Barone, we did a real estate transaction together. They're my partners. They own part of the property. But everybody's a victim. Everybody's a victim. Nobody's an investor anymore. Nobody. So it is what it is. Bro, I've been doing this for 17, 18 years, right? At the end of the day.
Some people do life.
Multiple times.
Say that again, brother Short.
Some people do life.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You can have syphilis for 100 years. It just means you have tertiary syphilis that's incurable. Let me just say this, and I won't interrupt you. The length of time that you do something doesn't mean anything if it's something negative. Actually, it does. It means you've been doing wrong for 17 years, and you finally got caught. You know, it's sort of like the kid that does Ancestry or 23andMe. They think that you're their uncle, and you find out that they're dad, and they're like 18, and that's a gift they got for their birthday, which meant you got over on somebody else for years and years and years until someone bothered to take a look.
That's a fact.
So don't talk about the 17 years. Roll this. Sorry. In fact, Penis sound a lot like Penis. Yeah, I can see why that's his name. Mm-hmm. All right. Bye.
He looks exactly like the Penguin off of Batman. But I digress. Let's play the track.
Time I buy I order DoorDash right now. That was with victims' money. I go out to a restaurant and eat a steak. That was with victims' money. No, I am successful. I have successful businesses. It ain't nothing. I apologize to my wife, my family, DJ Envy, and anybody else that I have embarrassed.
Brother Dr. Short, what are your thoughts on this half-ass presentation to the people? Do you think that it is a genuine apology to the public for stealing millions of dollars from the folks there?
You know, this is another POC joint, frankly. And we need to stop calling it people of color and start calling it people of crap, because that's what we've been getting. This dude got this other confused dude, I guess, who's transracial. These two moist, sorry individuals have parlayed their relationship, whatever the true nature of it, we don't know. We don't care, although we have suspicions because we can't ignore it. And I will just say, I remember DJ Envy getting a mold of Charlemagne the God's ass in 2018.
Come on.
And I'm wondering what kind of man wants a mold of a male cow, and then you're touching it on camera. Had that even been in my heart or mind, you couldn't have got me to do it on camera. What does he think of himself and us? That you can have a coworker who's been accused of molesting and raping a child, an alleged pedophile, and he brings in a mold of his behind to you, and you're touching and putting lotion and such on it, and that's a joke to you? You would do that in front of your millions of followers, that you would literally joke around and touch it, and a actual replica of the rectum of your coworker. And his wife's tipping on him. If you had a woman, my friend, who got a mold of one of her colleagues' vagina and brought it in, and she was putting KY jelly on camera and you could see it, how would you feel about the woman you were with?
Let him cook.
Are you understanding me? They did this in front of us. We didn't go looking for dirt on their lives. They said, hey, we don't give a damn about the values, the standards, or the feelings, because we don't stand up for anything for Black folks anyway. And we do like all the weaponized entertainers and celebrities. We simply give our people bullshit, lies, and garbage. And we ignore the police slangs, the evictions, the folks in jail, basically under Palestinian style administrative arrest, where someone can be at Rikers for 3-4 years before getting a trial. 70% of prison suicides are people who never had a trial. And that's in the thousands of young Black men every year. And these bastards on the Breakfast Club, who are the largest, arguably the largest Black radio following, never bring up anything substantive, but you bring this people of crap Ponzi scheme artist in. And because he knows the lifeblood of his scam, the reason he's walking on his toes like a ballerina, as if DJ Envy or Penis Envy, whatever we call him, gets really angry and decides to save himself, that he can go on the airwaves and attack dude. And then the lawsuits that he already has, which are numerous, will explode. So he has his head, I don't know which one, in the lion's mouth. That's why he's doing what he's doing.
And I can't wait till we get this clown the hell up out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Dr. Randy Short. We're going to take our final commercial break, and then we get to the main subject matter while you are all here. This is On Their Next Podcast. You are tapped into the community kitchen, and we got our guest chef, brother Dr. Randy Short, coming up with the final course to help us bring this thing all the way home. Keep it locked with us, family. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks here, family. We appreciate y'all. Ooh.
I've been all over the world. I've noticed this about Black Americans, and I'll stop here. We have more people trying to turn us around than I've seen for any other group anywhere in the world relative to what our situation is. That you've got teachers, you got people that will just do something. They find out you're legit, just help you because they want to see Black folks make it. We do have this. This is lacking in other places, I can assure you. But you know what? Our desire to save people cannot be greater than people's desire to be saved and to help. So the people that do not want it, let them go. Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. I sure get it nowadays.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it first right there. Our brother, Dr. Randy Short, in Bloodline Films from the soil, bringing it the way he always does, keeping it absolutely 100 with the people, unapologetic Black American man. We want to thank brother Dr. Short for actually being one of our very first features for the production of Bloodline Films from the soil. It was a great pleasure having that young man be a part of the project with us. Great insight. Definitely, if you guys haven't visited Dr. Shorts, you can go ahead and check out one of his books. He has let him know about the book with
Yeah, we got Cory Hooker. It's called Spartacus, the real Cory Booker story. You can find it on Amazon, and it's worthwhile. Just it's a very safe book that shows how corrupt this what's that thing called? He looks like a mulatto Mr. Clean without the ear piercing. Something else has been pierced. That's why you don't need the earring. Anyway, just Cory Booker, no damn good, on his way to being the first senior black senator in the history of the United States. We all know he's from Northern Jersey, and he's one of those high yellow people, white father that like knocked up the maid, and he's parlaying that light melanin into a, a political instrument in the hands of the same people leveling Gaza.
yes,
Let me tell you, I'm surprised Cory Booker wasn't out at that party in the desert. And if you saw him in his pink booty shorts, he wore pink booty shorts to work. Now, Cory. But check out the book, and I need to say to you, if you're looking for a whole lot of dirt on Cory Booker, political dirt is there. We left out the fact that some of the biggest, strangest, rainbow colorful people of the small hat orientation are behind his rise, probably in his draws as well as in the world of politics. In fact, there's a video with a little dude riding his back. He seemed to be happy. Um, Cory Booker, yeah, I need to check him out. He wants to be the next Obama. I don't think there'll be anybody black left if he gets that position. That's book one. I want to point everybody to my webpage, which is the Angry Black Men's Book Club. Angry Black Men's Book Club, www.angryblackmensbookclub.com. So you can see a whole bunch of videos that we've done, interviews. In fact, Brother Chef C, didn't you enjoy Brother Bag X last night? If you didn't see it,
no, it's hilarious. Brother Bag was a nice shyster, sneaky.
No, it was. We haven't had him in years.
Yesterday, Brother Bag X.
So we had Brother Bag X on Let's Talk too, and Angry Black Men's Book Club, and there is a Instagram which isn't highly populated. There's Angry Black Men's Book Club, and there is also an Angry Black Men's Book Club YouTube channel, which I'm delayed, but you know what? It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. There's an Angry Black Men's Book Club YouTube channel where we will begin to post book readings and discussions of Black interest and importance on an international level with a combination of the Academy and the Alley, the church, and the convict house. I am both. I'm somewhat from the alley and somewhat from the academy. I'm somewhat from the church and somewhat from the streets. I am Black and American, and I am smart, but I think I'm crazier than I'm smart, funnier than I am intelligent. And so what I do is I bring it all together. And that's what we try to do. So, and Chef C, you know that when we kick it around, like we're going to kick this. Well, actually, we don't want to do anything because it's already been done. If anything, we need to GoFundMe for people's private parts for all the stress, wear, and tear doing things the wrong way brings. But that's another discussion. And so I hope we do more. And Chef, I hope to work with you. You're a dynamic chef. You're a philanthropist. You like people. You love sisters. You're a good brother. You help the hungry. You create jobs. I mean, you're basically a Renaissance man of the people. So it's fun meeting you. It's like really, really, really cool. I would love to do your genealogy, at least some of it. Speaking of that, a shout out to who I believe was a relative, Richard Roundtree. He looked just like my father's brother. There is a Roundtree family from Northeast North Carolina, and those are definitely my family, right? So the Roundtrees are, at least one branch of Roundtrees are my blood. I'm wondering if he's one. We love Shaft. He was a real man. He has more testosterone than the entire Congressional Black Caucus and a significant amount of our Black men's demographics. Just one dude and one Black exploitation film had more manhood than what I've seen in decades. I miss you, respect you. I know the Roundtrees and his family is from Georgia, but I want to remind everybody they moved everybody from north to south. The people in Georgia, Mississippi, Alabama, Arkansas, Texas, and Louisiana were taken from Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, North Carolina, south. So the same way I have relatives with the name Warwick in North Carolina and Georgia, it could be the same people. And who's Warwick? Speaking of New Jersey, from East Orange and so forth. Dionne Warwick was born Dionne Warwick. See how connected we are? So I don't know. Can you imagine? I'm connected to maybe Whitney. And I think I sent you my DNA thing. And I was so sad to find out I think I'm related to that stud that stole all the money from Black Lives Matter. I'm not really bushy, but close enough to it to feel bad when Black folks that are successful screw over the broke ones. So I may sound bushy and elitist, but I feel for Negroes that eat Velveeta and eat saltines and eat I do, and shop in the reduced for quick sale bin. I get some shit there too, especially the persimmons. I know you like persimmons, but they're always overpriced. There's a little Latino store where the shit goes bad, but the persimmons are good, the softer they are. So I go over to the reject shit and I'll buy like $50 worth for about $6. Wait for the shit to go bad. I'm not going to pay for it full price. Plus it don't taste good. So, and I shop at Save-A-Lot. And I ride the bus and I take the subway. And you've been to my house. It used to be in the hoods with all the shooting and all. I know how to hit the deck, although it hurts my knees more now. I'm of the people, for the people, by the people, and I'm not ashamed of it. So if you check out anything that we're doing, whether it's Lone Wolf Firearms, whether it's Let's Talk 2, those are 2 channels on YouTube, whether it's the Angry Black Men's Book Club, whether it is Dewan B, if you hear and see me, I will be keeping it real about facts and information and making it pleasurable, true education, true knowledge. Whether it's painful or difficult to hear, has to be seasoned with humor, irony, satire, sardonic twist. And that's what we try to do. And I want to say this for all the people listening who partake of what Sexy Red says, eat a nigga's ass. I want to make this clear. We love everybody in our people, but we don't like what everybody in our people is doing. And so we're speaking openly and loudly about this, not to hurt anyone, not to do a Gaza on anyone, but to say, wake up to what's going on, because there's so many things to destroy Black life that they could make things very, very, very deadly, like weaponized sexuality, weaponized feminism, weaponized weed, weaponized vaccines, weaponize everything, and make you think it's something good. And they'll tell you anyone that would dare tell you the truth hates you and doesn't have any love. As for the people who are like the basketball player below the rim, I want to say to you that one thing that we do advocate for, we don't advocate for the practices, but we advocate for equal treatment under the law, because our taxes go to subsidize white and Asian Pacific and Spanish-speaking rainbows. And yet that money doesn't reach our Black folks who seem to think fans only and sex work is, the California gold rush. We're against what's called queer crow. Just because you're like by at wrestling doesn't mean I want the police to beat you. I don't want you to lose your job or your housing. I don't want you to do anything, but I do. I want you to be black first. Whatever you do, you should be black first. And when you hear us come after you, it's because you put your freak ahead of your flock. That's why we're mad. There are always going to be people that are twisted in bed. But there aren't always eras in which you have so many traitors, sellout, backstabbing, negroiding, Negro, blackneck, sellouts who put their freak ahead of their people. By the way, that's encouraged by Hollywood and everybody that hates us. So if you're not recognizing it, you're being used to hurt your own people behind you thinking that you're doing something that feels good, that's as good as everything else, even though it doesn't produce life. I'm landing my plane and folding my chair.
And that's right. And long. And brother Dr. Short, that's absolutely 100% right there. We're going to get into the article that I pulled today, though. Let's really get some understanding because this fake heterosexual male here is slowly coming out of the closet and without a parachute, to be more clear, brother.
Without depends.
Without depends. Come on. Come on, brother Short. Listen,
you gotta unfold them for them to work, dummy. They don't just collect the poop if you leave it in the box.
Yeah, you got it. That's the dream. That's the dreaming part of it. The poop dreams. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have an article here from The Guardian, and I want to read off some of the allegations. Now, for those of you who are just checking in and who are not aware of the closet activity, now listen. I, like many of you, are getting sick and tired of these closet heterosexuals. More like closet homosexuals. Okay? I believe I can say that.
Well, I say sexuality coons.
Right. Brother Dr. Short, I would agree.
Sexuality coons.
Now, I would say this, ladies and gentlemen. What we are looking at is an epidemic of closet hangers coming out little by little, but then trying to shame you because their little quote-unquote dirt is now spreading all over the place. Pause. Family pause. But Dwight Howard, I didn't know that the man had closet activity going on. I was never aware of that.
We just want him to dribble, damn it. And not nuts. Don't dribble strawberries, dribble the damn ball.
Come on, brother Dr. Short. God damn it. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. So we have this article here, and let's read off some of the allegations here and see what the hell is going on, because everything don't seem to be popping in Reed and Rainbow neighborhood. So we're going to read this article here from The Guardian. Y'all, ladies and gentlemen, this is an article from The Guardian. Former NBA star Dwight Howard denies sexual assaulting Georgia man. So, Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard, I didn't know. Listen, no wonder they got a lot of stuff. Look at Dwight Howard's face when he's shaking Anthony Davis's hand, y'all. Look at that. That's not a man that's excited to play basketball. More like he's excited to play with some balls. But I digress. Let's keep on.
He's looking down. It's a 60-degree angle.
Let's keep on going, ladies and gentlemen. So, now, former NBA star Dwight Howard has denied allegations of sexual assault, battering, and false imprisonment that were filed against him in July and asked a court to dismiss a civil lawsuit he is facing in Georgia. Howard.
It was real imprisonment.
Right. Howard said that he engaged in consensual sexual activity with a man during a July 2021 encounter at Howard's residence in Atlanta suburbs of Suwanee, according to the court documents obtained by The Guardian. The former number one overall draft pick denied that he caused any injury to Harper, in addition to allegations of intentional inflation of emotional distress and false imprisonment, according to the filing. False imprisonment. Who got imprisoned? Who are you taking the bussy Dwight Howard? Are you
Headlock.
taking bussy dreams? Apparently. Are you taking the bussy? That's what it sounds like, Dwight. But let's keep on going, family.
He had a strawberry chokehold.
Oh, jeez. The figure hole leg lock. But we're going to keep on going, Brother Short. The 37-year-old Howard, who played most recently for Tijuana's Tijuana Leopards, was responding to a July complaint in which he was alleged to have started a correspondence with the plaintiff over Instagram direct messages. The exchange led to an in-person meeting at Howard's house where the alleged sexual assault occurred. Brother Dr. Short, the alleged. Now we know about bathhouse culture.
But that's not a bathhouse. That's his house. It's not alleged. So he was actually in your house. It's what happened in the house is a dispute. Now he's saying we screwed in my house, and this guy says no, I was raped in your house. Let's understand the legalese here. So he's saying some stuff went down his house. You know, I wonder what he has on his welcome mat. I wonder if it's a squirting penis or does it say welcome?
Oh, come on, ladies and gentlemen. Peace to the chat. Peace to my brother CR the Great in the chat. Jacqueline, peace to you. Peace to the family in the chat. We want to acknowledge all the family that's in here riding with us. Let me see who else is in this thing real quick as we keep building. And again, I want to thank our special guest chef in the kitchen with us today, the community kitchen, Brother Dr.Randy Short. Again, do not hesitate to hit his Cash App, y'all. I'm gonna make sure. Let me pop this up one more time so they are aware. And also, don't hesitate to go over and get his book, Spartacus Cory Booker, y'all.
And there's another one, Slavery's Mastery. If you put it in there, both of them will come up. I have two. Got to get some more stuff done, man. And you got to have Dr. Winston. He's my friend with 40 books. Some of us, I'm way behind, but definitely buy one, do something, and oh my God, this is fun. Let's keep talking about these sorry people. And I used to love the NBA. Now I know that stands for Negro Ball Association, or either Negroes Bang Ass. I don't know who this is. Oh my God, it's Jesus help us. I'm not his pastor. Don't look at me.
Let's keep on reading, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep on reading. That's crazy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as I was saying here, the 37-year-old who played for the recent Hyenas, etc., blah, 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 had started a correspondence with the plaintiff over Instagram Direct. The exchange led to an in-person meeting at Dwight Howard's where everything occurred, as we just said, family. The attorney...
Unclothed in person.
That's right. Out of the closet, around the closet, but I don't want to give that visual. That is that's actually appalling. Pause. But we're gonna keep on going, ladies and gentlemen. The attorney for the plaintiff, Olga Enser, told ESPN that her client did not consent to the sexual encounter, saying, "We fully anticipated Mr. Howard to raise the issue of consent in Monday's filing."
But he went to his house. Wait. Hold. Let me tell you something. We got to talk about racial jealousy for a minute, because there are a whole lot of Negroes out here who think, as they say in Portuguese, o dinero blanquea, money whitens, right? A lot of black folks think once they're above six figures that they can do and be around other people as if they're white. And in fact, since they can't impress the wealthy, rich white people, they figure that they can get more loyalty or respect or whatever if they patronize broke white people without understanding that white person that's broke is jealous. They've never imagined a black person could have anything. And says, you know what? My word in court is still better. As a broke, no good, crystal meth, a sex working white dude is better than a black millionaire basketball star. If I go to court and lie on him, I can have that Michael Jackson Powerball win like that boy did. And so all these stupid ass black people who think that their money gets rid of race because they watch TV and all the interracial commercials, that's capitalism, fools. It's not reality. Look, they're messing with people and they're getting sued and they're taking your stuff. All you've done has been a basketball sharecropper for some white person that you want to screw to take all your money. And then you know what? When he's broke, he's going to say, black people turned on me. No, you turned on your own asshole and God. Okay?
Oh,
they're jealous of us, man. They're jealousy. There's racial jealousy. And they see him with that big ass house and he's from a trailer park. And his father's like Grand Dragon or Grand Wizard, whatever. So no black folks supposed to have nothing. I said, I could do more than just get paid $200 to screw this big, strong black dude. I could say I was raped. I can do a Carolyn Bryant and he could be my Emmett Till. And that's called queer crow. Pardon my language. You dumb fuck black homosexuals think that because you can screw another homosexual in another group that you're not still a nigger. You're simply a nigger that's not procreating. You're simply a nigger that can be used. They act as if there wasn't homosexuality, that white men weren't buck-breaking black men in slavery, weren't molesting, white women weren't raping black women. That's what slavery's all about. But you know what? We're so stupid, in particular our sexuality coons. Until now, we pay them to rob us. Can you imagine if you gave reparations checks to these confused sodomites? They would give it to every white race soldier, mass killer, say, don't you want me? Here's my reparations check. I robbed my ancestors. I betrayed my people to show you I wanted to be with the white person. And they'd say, thank you, nigga, before shooting you in the head. Treason. And you do it. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Bayard Rustin betrayed the black movement. That's the stuff they won't tell you. Bayard Rustin was against black power. And so let's just say notice how nobody talks about James Baldwin, a black man that was gay, that was for black people. They hate him because he was black first. And that's the message I want to get across. If you're for your people last and for your freak first, you're a traitor. You're a collaborator. And collaborators and traitors in most of the world, Palestine, everywhere else, as much as people bitch and complain about black homophobia, you don't know what homophobia is. You don't know what retribution is when you betray your group over something stupid, because in other countries, it wouldn't even be prosecuted. If you betrayed your people over something stupid like this, they'd come get you. In fact, in certain cultures, it is a tradition for your mama to come and kill you because she started you, she finishes you off. I'm not advocating for that, but I am saying some of y'all need to get a damn clue because it's about to get rough. If you think Lewiston, Maine is the last time, it's the first time. And my prediction, there are a lot of Ed Bucks out there. And you know who they're going to kill? And a lot of the missing black men in this country are fans only who get killed by psychopathic Nazi white men. They're going to start killing these folks as the economy gets worse. And you know what? Because you have no relations with the black community, there won't be anyone to pick up that they think did it because nobody knows who you messing with. Y'all need to wake the hell up. You know what? Your politics and your consciousness is white, but your dick is black, your nuts are black, your ass is black, your nipples are black, your lips are black. But your mind, soul, and politics and consciousness is white. And how the hell could James Baldwin suck white men in the 50s and have a black consciousness, and you suck at black men part-time, and you don't have none today?
Hey,
Y'all are worse than the ones we used to have.
crazy. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if Dr. Short, our special guest chef in the community kitchen, is cooking, I need to see saute pans in the chat right now. If the chef, my nigga, Dr. Brother Randy Short is cooking, I need to see saute pans in the chat. Brother Short, keep cooking that proper meal up, brother. This is a beautiful.
We love James Baldwin. We love our cousins. We know about molestation, abuse, and prison rape. We don't hate people about that. But what we do hate is that you don't take your ass to counseling and stop the cycle. What we do hate is that you didn't have a daddy, so you have daddy hunger, so you do it. We hate pedophilia. We hate abuse. We hate people recruiting. We want to see people solve the problems instead of saying, I was hurt, so now let me hurt others. Or, you know what, let me hide. So imagine this basketball player with his limp wrist, and one he dribbles so well. He's got 5 children who now have to walk around with their father's sorry-ass reputation. Who's going to need psychotropic drugs to get through the week at school? Who's going to face blackmail because of their father? I mean, look, if he was really about something, you would have found a rich white dude who had as much to lose fucking you as you had fucking him.
Facts.
Then it would have never come out. But it shows that he's a sorry, low-life person who may have Beverly Hills money, but they still have a red hook state of mind.
Bussy down, bussy in distress. That's what's going on with these niggas. So we gonna keep on reading. Pause, family, pause. We gonna keep on reading here. Let's go on with this article here. All right. Howard's legal counsel has accused the plaintiff of attempting to extort the basketball star in exchange for his silence. Okay.
Exchange.
Right. Okay. Now, let's go on to read. Now, what was a private constituent made public for profit? Bringing the truth to light in court of law. One of Howard's attorneys, Justin Bailey, told ESPN the allegations against Mr. Howard are contested. Okay, Mr. Howard intended to present the truth. The truth is Mr. Howard blocked the plaintiff on social media and then confronted with 2 options: pay to protect his reputation or have a fabricated story made public. Interesting. Bussy bribery. Is that what we're hearing, brother Dr. Short? Bussy.
Black chump down. It's so sad. So look, he got to his house and saw this dude got Persian rugs and everything, and he got jealous. And this has happened before. Let's talk about one of the sorry people that helped themselves to what they felt was they thought it was like hotel towers from soap when Kobe Bryant screwed that woman in the behind in Eagle, Colorado, and he paid millions for some pussy that was basically a smoothie full of other people's semen. I mean, who wants the sloppy seconds of trailer trash? Self-hating Negroes. They did it in college. Come on, I went to a white school. I know how they had the black athletes sexed up by their white male teammates and their white female sunshine girls. And these folks feel like they're entitled to interracial sex because they're not like other black people. I'm a basketball star. They like me. I've got my own brand of tennis shoes. He needs his own brand of condoms. He needs his own brand of salvation. He needs his own brand of common sense. He needs his own brand of righteousness. Yes, sorry.
He need his own brand of. I'm not even gonna say it, brother Dr. Show. Let me keep on reading this article.
He needs his own preparation H. Can you imagine have a W on it?
A bussy douche.
Yes.
A douchey.
and you know what? Like they have Massengill. What we call that? Coon gill. A coon wash.
Oh shit!
It's nasty. I mean, it's ridiculous.
With lemon juice or vinegar, brother.
His children, his five children have to walk around with this stuff. He didn't care about his own damn kids. They're probably all mistakes.
And that's the
tragedy. And I wonder if they're all with white females. I wonder if he's giving out on both ends. Penis patronizes white women, ass patronizes white men. I mean, is that what it's all about? I think it is. A lot of Negroes have assimilation fantasies. And I've even had someone tell me when I was in school that being gay was their way to making it to the white world. I'm a white man's sex kitten. He takes me to places I couldn't ordinarily go. And so my world has doctors, lawyers. Yep, these people living in a world of fantasy and the American economy is about to collapse. My prediction, a whole lot of off-code Negroes who thought that their genitalia was the golden ticket into white acceptance, as if Sally Hemings was living high on the hog. You dumbasses, when the economy goes bad, let me tell you something. With the black person, the money goes bad. You know, a black man can handle being criticized when he's not taking you to all the expensive restaurants, Longhorn and 5-star hotels and shit. He can handle it. A white dude who's always had everything go his way, the minute he hears any criticism, he's ready to kill. And he'll kill a white family. In fact, the white men with the most guns in the house are known for what? Familial side. Killing the whole family when they have a bad time. So there's going to be a whole bunch of folks out there swirling. Yeah, we've transcended race. And Barack Obama was the Messiah and y'all didn't follow him. But I've made it. Let this economy crumble like it is with this stupid ass war that the small hats and the long-nosed Arabs are going to set off, and everybody stops buying American. The economy will crash. And the white folks who never want you in the neighborhood, the minute he throws you out in the middle of the night, they're going to call the police and say, there's an intruder in the building. I had a cousin, Chef. You may have heard about a black man that fell off a 10-story building up in Northwest Washington a few years ago. That was my cousin. I don't know if the police threw him off of a building or if he fell off of a building running after a white bitch. It's so sad. It's sad. And so you're doing drugs and all this dumb stuff, thinking I'm equal. We get high together. All this racial stuff, fuck Malcolm X and y'all living in the 60s and shit like the black and white film. Nobody's afraid of German Shepherds because of pit bulls. Man, I'm free from all that. I'm on that. My dealer's white. My lady's white. My kids are half white. What y'all talking about? My son's boyfriend's white. Yeah, we got that too. I know you don't like that, Mr. Black Nationalist. Y'all gonna miss people like Chef C, because there's a shitstorm coming, and it's gonna fuck up all the dumbass black people that are exposed. These people know where you live.
No point intended to come on with the shitstorm.
Mm-hmm.
No point intended, family. Pause.
These people know where you live. They know his Instagram. See, it used to be if they didn't know who you were, where you were, they couldn't reach you. But you feel so comfortable to take them to all your secret places. They'll find you like they found Nat Turner. And see, oh my God. So a lot of y'all are living in a fake post-racial world created by that same dude who has 6 dead, naked black men in his past named Barack Hussein Obama. I call him Ofaga for short. Reality's about to set in. And let me tell you something. All the people that are mad in the media that are Jewish, that black people haven't come out to attack Hamas, they're going to be looking for every opportunity to dog black folks in the media in which they have a lot of power. A lot of folks going to get hurt. A lot of Jewish judges are going to always rule in favor of the white person divorcing the black person. Y'all brought this shit on yourselves. Nobody could tell you. Please don't ask me for $5. In fact, Lincoln's on that shit. I'm going to hold on to that. And if I had the 20, I wouldn't give you that either, even though I can't stand that dude Jackson. Come on, y'all. This is what this is. This is reaching for assimilation through filth, through sensation, through, how can I say this? Deviance is the new integration for a whole bunch of black folks. And a whole bunch, you wonder why the sports stars, they don't even visit the neighborhoods anymore, do tournaments. They're too good. They got to be with Bill Gates or something like that. And then we find out when they really need someone to be close to, is somebody white that don't even like them. Damn. Go back to reading, man. I landed my plane. I'm ready for you, Sheriff. You're the one that got to take it from here.
Oh, I didn't even hear. Hey, my
And I'm still looking at him, looking down. I'm looking at him. He looks like he's about to grab some strawberries in the picture you got up there.
He looks like he's about to violate another innocent man. That's what
he wanted to pick his strawberry patch. You know what? We've gone from Blueberry Hill to Strawberry Hill.
Oh, geez. Let's keep on reading, ladies and gentlemen. And shout out to that's Brother Dr. Short. I appreciate everybody in the chat showing those saute pans. We got our guest chef in here in the community kitchen, Brother Dr. Randy Short, cooking up the way he knows how. Let's continue reading, family. We're going to continue to read. Now, despite being an easy target due to the subject matter and his status as a celebrity, Mr. Howard chose to trust in the justice system and will rely on all future court filings to speak for themselves. Next, okay. The original complaint includes screenshots of alleged Instagram exchanges between the plaintiff and Howard from 2021. The plaintiff went to police a year later, according to the July 2022 incident report from the Gwinnett County Police Department, which was obtained by ESPN. No charges were filed. Okay, now let's continue on and read here, family. Now that's interesting. Listen, what are we looking at here, Brother Dr. Short? Is it a bussy play? Pause. Is it a bussy play that we're looking at here? Because we're looking at almost a year difference between the filing and the proceedings here. Was he having second thoughts, or did they want to keep that closet closed? Do you feel he was intimidated by Howard in proceeding forward with allegations? What are your thoughts on that, Brother Short?
I didn't hear the whole thing. What was contaminated?
Well, what we are looking at here essentially is that they waited a year in between to go ahead and file the proceedings here. So I don't think that the guy, I'm not going to say anything. I alleged, at least my opinion here. I got an opinion, allowances are made for fair use, Copyright Act of 1976. So any information I'm just reading here, y'all, fair use. The plaintiff has some exchanges on Instagram, which we do have that receipt as well, Brother Dr. Short. We're going to read that receipt as well of those Instagram exchanges. I believe I have that. We'll get into that, but we're going to keep on reading here. But I'm bringing up the fact that the young man waited a whole year to actually go ahead and proceed. I don't know if he was intimidated by
No, he was hoping that guilt and fear. He didn't think. It's interesting. He decided to be black when he started trying to hit him up for money. When he thought they were equals, he was all liberal. The minute the white dude says, "I want reparations."
Right. He thought he was going to get it out the hard way. But let's keep on going, Brother Short. We have this report was made the following by Harper being blocked on social media after the first demand for payment was rejected by Bailey said. Howard played nearly 2 decades in the NBA and was an 8-time All-Star, 8-time All-NBA team honoree, 5-time All-Defensive Team member, and 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. He also won a gold medal in the Team USA at the 2008 Olympics. Let's keep on going here. Now, what we're seeing here is, I think it's a money grab, a money play. But we're gonna go to the other receipts that we saw, and we're gonna go into that a little bit more. Let me see. I'm going to another receipt. The following receipt for the response from Mr. Harper and defendant began to converse via messages. During text message conversation, defendant asked Mr. Harper who he was messaging, to which Mr. Harper responded by providing his name and sending defendant his main Instagram account. Now, this is their first encounter. What I'm reading here, Brother Dr. Short, and
is that what you call that? Okay.
Right, the rendezvous in the closet. But okay, we're gonna keep on reading here. Accounted defendant indicated that the defendant was waiting on Mr. Harper to send pics.
Pics.
So
what kind of pic?
So it's bussy pics that get. Hold on,
dick pic.
Hold on, Dr. Shaw.
I'm building me a home.
Is this what they do in the Milky Way?
I'm building me a home.
Oh, hell no.
Right, you know.
Wow. So, okay, let's keep on reading. Lord have mercy. What the hell? Okay. A true and accurate copy of the text exchanged is attached here too and incorporated.
Show and tell, that's a game I play. When I love you, I love you. So won't you show me and tell me, then you feel the same way too.
No, Dr. Smart, don't do that. Dude.
I'm sorry.
Defendant informed Mr. Harper that he was into freaky sexual content and that he wanted to see Mr. Harper's nude and cum shots. What the fuck?
That's a dick pics. He didn't know the cum was loaded.
Hell no.
Okay.
Listen, Brother Short. I got a problem with these dudes that's out here running around like they're heterosexual dudes when they really a bunch of, reading rainbow types. And, especially like kids.
Eating rainbow.
Correct. I'm a pause. Correct. Now, I have a problem with this, Brother Dr. Short, because now this is what makes Dwight Howard any different than an Instagram thought. When you look at something like this, what?
He is no different other than he has money, and that's what this is really about. Isn't that he boinked the dude? That's not the issue. The issue is that he had money, and he boinked the dude. And this man has done this for a long time. Okay. My father and mother, professional counselors. And anybody that knows, if you mess around in the sex realm, no matter what, people use blackmail. It's part and parcel of that game. Okay, so he was actually doing what a lot of people do. They basically try to go cheap. There was a situation where this man in Australia, right, was pretending to be something that he wasn't, right? And he was a wealthy dude screwing this man's wife. And they found out this dude had money. and they killed him. Because, we're broke, barely making it, and you're a multimillionaire. You couldn't give a few bucks to us. So I matter that much. You sit down and think about it. The situational morality of people into this is very different. See, in basically an heteronormative world, although it's like that, we're talking about an endangered species. In a heteronormative world, you marry a person that becomes basically your sexual PPO or HMO, your sex provider. And actually the same way insurance, it's cheaper to have insurance than have an accident on the road and have to get towed and get your car repaired. Basically, a wedding ring is almost like a deductible. And so if you break down what regular sex, assuming the person isn't as frigid as the frozen fish section, okay, that you get regular sex and what you put on that wedding ring and other stuff, it breaks down into like pennies per serving. Over like 8, especially if you're married a long time. Just like this, I paid like $500 for a wedding ring. We've been screwing 30 years. I mean, that may not even be a penny a time you did it. But when you're not married, And people still feel like I should get some kind of compensation for the work that I've done. You know, they say, "Let the work I've done speak for me," right? even the people that are freaks feel the same way you do when you sing at a funeral, right? These people say, "Hey, look, you know, you're rubbing bones with me, and you're living in luxury like a poor boy like me. I want to eat some lobster tail. I mean, it's almost as big as the dick you stuck in me, right?" They start wanting. There's a lot of jealousy. It's a very strange, jealous, petty world. The heteronormative world is a good world. The homo non-normative world has all these crazy beliefs and ethics that only they understand, and it doesn't work out for them because there's a lot of violence and beating. I'm talking about, you know, that lesbians were the inspiration for the Rock'em Sock'em robot toys. We know that the people that are doing this stuff have more violence than straight people do, because you have all these roles, concepts, beliefs, jealousies, contentions, backstabbings, right? People deliberately infecting each other with STDs and all for revenge and so forth. They live in a moral twilight that's foreign to people like you and me. I can't imagine someone sending some dookie to me in a small chocolate box.
Oh, come on.
Sure. Yes, they do. This is why we have a shingles epidemic in this country. It comes from people eating doo-doo. That's proof. If I eat your shit, I love you.
Pause for the
you're a chef. You may be asked one day to, like, you know, make something for people. I hope you don't have to take that check. I hope you don't have that kind of job. You get some super freaky people. There was a guy named Divine. There's a video or film called Lust in the Dust, and I think Pink Flamingo with this drag queen named Divine, and this person became famous for eating bowel movement in a movie. This is what people do. There's a word for a person. It comes from your area, the greater New York area, called a dinge queen. This is a person that loves poop, that likes it smeared on, they like eating it. It is part of the LGBTQ language. Okay, and that's love. What, you don't like my doo-doo? What's wrong? It came out of me. You haven't heard about poop babies, that they have a little rubber thing you can stick up your behind and it comes out and you can pretend that you're giving birth. There is a fascination with a lot of things that are just completely different from us. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not trying to put anyone in jail. I'm only saying that people do this. And there's no bottom to how, once you get on this garden path of confusion, what pleasures them wouldn't work with a lot of ordinary people. This is why they're trying to get into schools to recruit and brainwash kids so they can get people that want to do. Because, you know, I'm going to just say this about LGBTQ. They're like big tobacco. They kill off their best customers. So you have to keep recruiting to get new ones to do the same thing. Yeah, I said it. And that's not unhatred. That's me, who's talked people out of suicide, who's held people's hands and says, no, don't kill yourself. You'll work through this, blah. Okay, that's me. That's the real me. Same person that you sit down and talk across the table. I don't treat people differently. I either like you or I don't. But I tell you the truth. If you and we didn't agree on Chicago, but I stood where it says, hey, man, you should check that out. If you don't want to do that, at least I told you. Right? And then if you said, I'm going to do that, it says, I'm going to do everything I can to help you since I came up with the idea. So this isn't a hate thing. This isn't, oh, I hate people. No, we're not talking like that. Okay. The people who truly hate are in that community, hurting people, lying to people, not telling, deliberately, my friends, not telling you that the rates of mental illness, suicide, drug addiction, and STD infections have gone through the ceiling. The more that we say everything is A-OK, the worse things get. And so these folks have basically said you can't give public service announcements to even protect the lives of participatory LGBTQ folks. Don't even get to be told the truth about what they've been lured into. That's mean. You know, I was having a fight with some queens on Twitter, and they said, well, what's the difference between, how are we so much different from everybody else? I says, well, you guys are maybe less than 3% of the population, and you've got almost 90% or more of the syphilis in the country.
Talk to them.
They went nuts and they began attacking and threatening. You're hateful, and you can't prove it. So I said, eventually, I'm going to start looking. And I wasn't able to get the most recent one, but I got a CDC, Center for Disease Control and Prevention. And it said over 85% of the syphilis in America was among LGBTQ. I put it out there, all the gays ran. I said, I don't hate you. I'm just telling you what science. You talk about science. I'm reading the science. It's saying there's something wrong with all this. How do you get 90% of the syphilis in your 2-3% of the population? You have to really be doing so. And I'm not making heterosexual people normal. They freaks and hoes too. But how did they not get some of the stuff that this group gets? And the answer is just simple, that song, does he love me? I want to know, if you want to know where it really is, it's in his kiss. Well, if you want to know if it's bad or no, it's in his shit.
Hey, come on. Hey.
Bowel movement, and anuses and all this stuff is deadly. So let's talk about some diseases. Hepatitis. They don't want to talk about it. What's it related to? A lot of it, exposure in particular to fecal matter. Shit. Right? You can get HPV in your behind. Meningitis. There's meningitis B, which is primarily among LGBTQ men. Mess around with shit. There's a very aggressive form of rectal cancer that kills in 2 or 3 years, sometimes 4 if you're really rich. Ass. The people in science, the medical field, call it SAS. That stands for skin abrasive sex. Abrasion means you're breaking, you're tearing. How can breaking and tearing the flesh be healthy? Let's do some more. What's killing people up in Atlanta and New Orleans and in Jackson? One of the things is called septicemia. One of the things that can cause septicemia is what? Fecal matter, shit, being in your bloodstream can cause you to have sepsis, go septic, and die. It was killing more people than AIDS in DC. I suspect it still is. Septicemia, yeah, doo-doo in the bloodstream. Yep, because how? Well, if you're getting hit in the ass, you have blood vessels in your behind. Some of that poop and E. coli and shit gets into your bloodstream and it can kill you. Why won't they talk about it? And it's really killing Black men. Nobody talks about it because it's interesting. They want the people to die, and the big pharmaceutical corporations use the gay people as a cross between a cash register guinea pig. If they just keep doing all this nasty shit, they'll keep being new diseases and strains. They keep getting the research funding. They keep making pharmaceuticals that are very expensive and particular with no copays. So they're making money off of pushing people to destroy themselves. So I say, rah, rah, rah. That's right, rainbow, pride. It's bullshit. It's the same way that cigarette companies and liquor companies, a lot of people have ads. That's to get you to become a regular consumer. So if you start looking, you got Valtrex, you got all these STD commercials on television now, especially in urban centers where you have big pride days, because these people are getting rich off of the bad sexual choices that people are being told are absolutely normal. And so the more people that they can get to be gay, the more of them will have this dangerous sex. If they can't get them vaccines, and they can give them antiretrovirals. They're making all this money killing people. So, I'm a believer in God. I want people to live. I saw people I love die from AIDS. I hate it. I'm angry. I really love those brothers. I don't ever want to see another group of us. A lot of us, we saw people that came up in church, in foster care, probably got molested or hurt, and then they got in the gay sex culture, and then they died, 20s, 30s. Awful. Counseling and decent treatment would have helped people make different life choices and have better life outcomes. That's what I'd like, okay? And don't work that shit out, but don't celebrate it. And so the rates of suicide, by the way, this year, young black men are now blowing their heads off with guns. They've now equaled, if not surpassed, young white men. All this suicide and killing and so forth in our community, a big part of it. And by the way, the mass killers that shoot up all the people, they're deviants. The one up in Maine is a sex predator. The one that just shot the people. The one in Buffalo's a freak.
Well, brother Dr. Shaw, let me ask you this question. In a situation such as this with Dwight Howard, the future psychological impact for the children he has, what do you think that would look like in the near future for those children?
Well, you know, first of all, the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. So if he's living like that, is he going to do a Dwayne Wade and decide to let someone Benihana the genitalia of his sons or daughters? Will he be the kind that says, you know, I always just wanted to like be myself, like Magic Johnson, whose son looks like Simone Sanders from MSNBC, probably looks better, probably has a nice personality too. Look, the people who, and I'm saying this from the perspective of a nigga that's a little over a half century old. I had a cousin named Edna Boatwright, Cade. And Edna never liked being disciplined as a child because that nigga was in a juvie detention hall back in the segregated 40s and 50s, bitch, was stealing, shoplifting. When she got married to her husband, he was told, you can't discipline my kids. If you want me and you want my pussy, you want peace, the kids are not to be beaten or disciplined harshly. I hate that. And so they married and he died early. And most of my cousins, some of them are older than me, the junkies. I met one of my cousins in his casket. He was shot to death, 18. Every time you hear there's an overdose or death, or it's AIDS, or it's just an ongoing human tragedy. When I hear from that branch of the family, I just prepare myself. It's going to be fucked up. Okay, it's a mass murder, suicide, overdose. And I don't even whatever it is, just hear it. Don't judge, just hear it. Don't say nothing. That way you can't get involved because they don't choose to, because no one in their family had order or structure or discipline. They instilled the lawless, ratchet, hyena, and psychopathic simp culture. And it just keeps going. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. So if he has no morality, the kids can't receive what's not given to them. If they go to public schools, the teachers that used to be teachers, my teachers would protect me. They could guide me and say, don't do this. Now you can't say anything to anybody. Everybody's told, do whatever you want, be yourself. You know, you have to worship yourself. You're your own God. Right? So who's going to give these kids structure? Is Gabriel Union trying to help Dwayne Wade's son? Or is she trying to get rich and help her career having this boy's dick cut off if they're going to really do it? Or are they going to get some kind of Disney deal off of degenerating and destroying this child? By the way, does this sound like I hate the kid? And Dwayne Wade, if you just want to be a queen, why don't he hook up with Howard? Hey, I mean, why don't they, him and Don Lemon, why don't they be a throuple? Pool all that money. They could make basically a gay Dollywood in Atlanta for all people that want to eat doodle and screw each other. They could be happy. But stop playing with us. The children and other people deserve. And look, I'll just say this to you. I worked as a volunteer for several years for a thing called the Capital Coalition for Adoptive Children's Program, something like that. Forgive me, I'm getting upset. And I work with someone that worked with foster children. If you knew how many, 1 in 9 of our black kids are in these awful foster situations where everything happens to them, everything. And so there's nobody along the way to wrap their arms around and say, you matter, I'm gonna look out for you, I'm gonna help you, you know, and then they age out. And there are all these programs. And they get you when you age out in DC and other places, you can get a guaranteed income if you come out as gay. and they'll have you on psychotropic medicines. They'll give you a place to stay, but you're not going to create a productive Black family unit.
And
there will be no discipline.
And with that being said, Brother Short, let me play a clip because that's going to reinforce the ungoverned conduct of a lot of folks nowadays. And when we're talking about the degeneracy, Dwight Howard is doing a phenomenal job. And let's check out the excuse that he believes validates his weird ass conduct. So we're gonna pull that up, brother Dr. Short. In the meantime, family, thank everybody for sliding with us and sticking with us here during this broadcast. Again, this is On Their Next podcast. Let's bring this thing on up.
Oh, I got a word for us, Chef. I love it.
And what's that, Brother Short?
Fag-splain.
Come on.
Fag-splanation. Yeah, that's what it is. He wants to fag-splain. We need to tell him, no, I don't need your fag-splanation.
Listen, all the platforms, these are the thoughts of Dr. Randy Short.
I just thought that's a great word.
Let's play the receipt for the family, Dr. Shaw. Let's play the receipt.
Get to it. That ain't nobody business where I put my shit at. Y'all just weird. If you want to know what people doing in their bedroom and who they messing with and sleeping with, you are weird. You're the weird one. Oh, shoot. Y'all heard about that? Dwight. They said Dwight was in a text messaging a guy. Nigga, who cares?
Your fans, nigger.
Who cares who I was text messaging? You just mad because I want text messaging. Yo, ugly ass. That's what it is.
That means if we're pretty, he'll write us.
That ain't nobody business.
Hey, Brother Shaw. He said, listen, if I want to be a bussy down, bussy in distress, it ain't nobody business to be all up in my shit.
I agree with him, but here's the problem. Here's the one problem. If his children try to hurt themselves, the public's going to pay for the ambulance and the ICU and a range of other things. And if other people decide to try to live like him, the public is going to have to pick up the expense of people living any old kind of way. Are you hearing me? It does too matter what you do.
Well, this is a whole bunch of I'm grown, you can't tell me what to do shit going on.
Well, that may be true, but you know what? You're grown, so don't expect our sympathy when a Ku Klux Klan, or should I say a gay Klux Klan cracker, decides to cash your black ass in. You're going to want people to be on your side. So he doesn't think that black people matter. Well, certainly not in the bedroom, obviously from his choices.
Right.
Sorry, nigga. He's sorry. I mean, who I don't care he's screwing that person, but my issue is, he's in Georgia. Doesn't he understand? Do you know what happened today? The courts have just ruled that Georgia's population growth over the last 20 years has been due almost exclusively to the ingress of blacks and others moved to the state of Georgia. And yet the delegation, the representation in Georgia in the Congress favors white Republicans. So there are 14 people in the Congress, from the congressional delegation from Georgia, and 9 of them are Republican. Does that make any sense? In 2008, blacks were half the population in the state of Georgia, which means that all the while that Negroes are chasing pussy and doing dumb shit, people who have us distracted on this sexuality stuff are literally moving either at light speed towards Jim Crow or genocide, to the point where the court now says there are too few black Congress people from Georgia. In fact, maybe there needs to be 2 or 3 more, if not 4 more. Are you understanding me? Which means that our power, our money is being taken from us as we're consumed following weaponized sodomites, celebrities, singers, and athletes that you used to be proud of. I want to say something. My district.
They zapped you,
People
brother.
were unkind to him. They still trashed him. And he was a good man. People suspected. And that's what goes with being well known. And I'll tell everybody the family story. When Arthur came home from the hospital, when he learned he had AIDS, he told his father, who was his best friend, his father had a heart attack on the spot that nearly killed him, which traumatized Arthur to the point he's afraid to tell anybody. He's thinking, people look up to me and respect me. If I told the truth, if it almost killed my father, who else will it hurt? Let me just be quiet. I've always been kind of low key anyway. And they destroyed him. They put his stuff out there and made it seem as if he's out phoning everybody. And he was a good man, right? He didn't get the same love the sorry ass Magic Johnson did, running around with Jermaine Stewart. Yes, I said it. We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time, but let's do it anyway. It does too matter what you do when you're in the public eye. People buy tickets to see you. People do all kinds of things because you've attained a name. You're a brand. You are not separate. In fact, this is my issue with a lot of folks like him. Black is who you are. Your sexuality is what you do. As a black man, because of who you are, people pay attention to what you do. That's the cross that we have to bear as men. And if you're a real man, then damn it, bear it with dignity.
And that's a brother Short. And that's something that I've tried to, people say that these celebrities shouldn't be held accountable for conduct. However,
bullshit.
And that's my sentiment, brother Dr. Short. You have an obligation to conduct yourself in a way with which doesn't diminish.
It doesn't drag your people through the mud.
Correct. So all this hyper, I don't even use these kind of words, but this is hypersexuality shit. Keep your shit in house and do what you do behind the scenes. Don't bring it out here and then tell everybody, oh, I can do it. Because then, isn't it Dwight Howard's the same motherfucker that was running around, trying to get the black American community behind him in order to support him getting on the team. And that was the truth of the matter. We saw him run around on that. Brother Dr. Short, I think they had dropped you. Let me see if Brother Short is back.
Oh, I'm right here.
Okay, yeah, they dropped you temporarily. So you know what type of time it is when you start getting on this shit. So, but yes, so he used that, and that's the only time he comes out with it. We've seen other people like Amari Stoudemire also. These people selectively use their black complexion, their skin complexion, to leverage different things. However, when it comes to them being on fuck shit and degeneracy, I can do whatever I want. I don't have to uphold any look. It's my life. It's my way. Get the hell out of here. You forfeited that when you became a public figure. Am I wrong in having that sentiment, Brother Dr. Short?
Yes, and we need morality clauses. What's killing us, like this nasty trash music, Sexy Red and others, is that there used to be a morality clause. Now, you know what? Let's take a Diana Ross. Whether she can sing or not, whatever, that's debatable. But look, whether you like her or not, they've been out here since 1960. And so I'm thinking about that. That's 63 years. And there may be 2 episodes that's been kind of embarrassing, maybe 3. The baby with Berry Gordy, the drunk driving thing, and maybe one other thing. Other than that, and of course her, not getting along with the Supremes, right? But other than that, you can't point to every other week something bad about her. There's some dignity there, whether you like them or not. There's some grace there. This is what we used to aspire to something, and now let me tell you something. It's called Kabbalism, or should I say Frankism. Are you familiar with this? A whole bunch of our people are under the influence of small hat Luciferians. What do I mean that? What do I mean by that? There's a thing called Sabbateans. These are people who believed that there was going to be a Jewish Antichrist in 1666. And they're still around. This is a dominant school of thought. And these people support all kinds of crazy, debaucherous behavior because they believe, I'm just telling you something about your rabbis and all, they believe that God has two hands, a hand that does good and a hand that does evil, meaning that basically things are relative. Because you're of God, if you do evil, you're doing God's work. If you do good, you're doing God's work. Now this relativism stuff has rolled into our community where if I stand up for what's right in the community, it's okay. If I don't do anything for the community, it's okay. This is what you see. These are the managers of these people. They have these folks willing to do for everybody but us. Come on, tell me I'm lying. And they got these folks. The more that we get up under them and their contracts and music, the nastier and nastier and nastier things get. And people think it's cool because they're being told by people who do have a religious, theological worldview that there's no absolute right or wrong. Well, if there's no absolute right or wrong for all the folks who think there's such a thing as racism, then there is no racism. If there's no racism, there's no slavery, there's no damn reparations. Shut the fuck up and sit down. And nothing really happened. And if you get raped, well, you know, it's relative. Maybe you were meant to have it by some star out in space.
And that's a fact, brother Dr. Short. And on that, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you tapping in with us here in the community kitchen. Let everybody know how they can get a hold of you, brother Dr. Randy Short. Let them know how they can get a hold of you.
If they want to reach out, my email is very easy. It's wrandyshort@gmail.com. wrandyshort@gmail.com. I'll repeat it one more time. wrandyshort@gmail.com. And not only that, I have a website, which is angryblackmensbookclub.com. I have Instagram pages, Randy Short. I've got Facebooks. I'm Randy Lancaster Short, Randy Short, Dr. Randy Short. All you have to do is Google me if you really want to find me. And it's serious. It can't be stupid stuff. And I try to respond, but the email is the best. And the nice thing about the email is my Zelle and my PayPal, wrandyshort@gmail.com. And of course, if folks like the truth being told in an unvarnished way, definitely bless me through Cash App, which is DrRandyShort, Dr. Randy Short. You know, you put a $sign in front of it. And a Patreon. I only have 10 Patreon subscribers. And I think I've had millions of views over various platforms, millions and millions of views. So I would love some Patreon subscribers because our Angry Black Men's Book Club, which of course is also an Instagram page, which is in development. I have a YouTube channel, Angry Black Men's Book Club. Please subscribe. And again, donate, support, email, write. If you can't do that, share it. I do programs with Let's Talk 2, LETSTLAK 2 on YouTube, as well as other things. And of course, From the Soil. We love Chef C. He's just a great brother. And I tell everybody, I met this incredibly great brother, man. I am so happy to have met him, man. I come from a family of cooks, and you know, when you can take the heat in the kitchen, you can take the heat in life, and he proves that. And again, so reach out to me. I'm in Twitter as well. I think I'm a Dr. Randy Short on Twitter. Just look for me out. You'll find me. Google, trust me. I had to cuss somebody out from Africa saying, I've been trying to find you. Says, no, you didn't. You could have Googled me. I'm the most famous person in the world with the name Randy Short. Out of 8 billion people, if you put my name in, you'll get me first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate you serving up that final course with us here in the community kitchen, brother Dr. Randy Short. Ladies and gentlemen, you have it there again. Don't hesitate to check out Bloodline Films, From the Soil. Okay. Our brother Dr. Randy Short is in episode DC. Definitely go check that out. You saw it on the commercial there. This is on their next podcast. Y'all don't hesitate to hit these cash apps. Again, we are back outside doing our filming this upcoming weekend. We will be taking care of Virginia, waking it up. So it's going to be a phenomenal episode to produce. And we appreciate everybody who took the time to slide in to the community kitchen. I'm your host, Chef C. This is on their next podcast. And I want to be seeing everybody in the next broadcast coming up. Again, don't hesitate to check out my brother, Dr. Randy Short. He was a phenomenal guest chef in here in the community kitchen. Y'all definitely go support that young man's platform, angrymanbooksclub.com. Also, buy his book off of Amazon, Spartacus Cory Booker. That's one of my favorite books, y'all. Hilarious. So, with that being said, family, again, I want to thank you for checking into the community kitchen. This is on their next podcast. And remember, in a system of white degeneracy, you stand for nothing, you fall for anything. I'm out.